If you want to stay alive, stick close to me.
Let's get this show on the road. We're here for lore, and we're here to see Suyen's sister. That's I like noticed it because like I typically do. I go through the thing, so I just have all the records all lined up, so I can just like go right through it without having to stop to do a freaking battle all the time. And like, I saw bits and pieces. I was like, wait a minute, who was that woman? So it's like the only reason I want to go through this is just to see her. You think I care about these MMR glasses wearing? Those? No. Let's get into this. Who's speaking? Commander? Oh, it's Mana. How does she sound? Mana? My voice crack? Are you okay? Wait, are you feeling okay? I'm already screwing it up. Of course, I'm fit. The moment I try to sit up, is she just standing over you? Jesus. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not a fan of glasses. They don't do it for me. Yeah, it is. It is my opinion. All right. The moment I try to sit up, ooh, a searing migraine begins to set in. Are you okay, Commander?
Okay, I found this on the web for Migraine Begins. Check it out.
My phone's talking to me. Go away. Actually, it's not even my phone. It's my old phone that was talking to me. My head! Take a deep breath. I follow Mano's advice. Oh wait, I did that too fast. I failed! Now slowly exhale. I exhale slowly. After repeating this several times, my head feels slightly less painful. Are you feeling better now? Yeah, thanks. After coming more... Wait. More or less to my senses, I look around. Where am I? The MMR research lab. Don't you remember? What am I doing here? I can't remember a thing. Perhaps my headache has something to do with it. I close my eyes and sift through my thoughts. After attempting to recall the past... Oh, flashbacks. 12 hours earlier. Who is it? Hello, Commander. How are you? Same as always. Oh, really? I wanted to ask you if you had some free time today. Why, what's up? In honor of your contribution made to the surface reclamation operation, the MRR has decided to provide you with a new weapon. Surface... What? Is that... What is this set? Is this set when we built the base? That's what I'm assuming. It's either that or it's a little... No, I'm assuming Rappy's hair would be red if it was set that far. Oh, what is it? It's been customized especially for you. Oh, tell me, did Maxwell build it? I don't know if I want to do anything with it. So you'll need to visit us in person in order to test it and claim it. Does it have to be today? Today would be preferable. But if you can't, we can make adjustments. Alright, I'll stop by today. Thank you. Then I'll see you later. She put a smiley on the end. Huh. What's wrong, Commander? You look rather bemused. Oh, it's just that something came up rather suddenly. What is it? MMR is providing me with a new weapon. MMR? Why would they do that out of the blue? They say it's in recognition of my contribution towards reclaiming the surface. Isn't this a good thing? It's a chance for us to enhance our firepower. And an opportunity to use a cutting-edge weapon developed by MMR. Let's go right away. Apparently, they're only making one for me. What the? How come? You're practically superhuman at this point. What are you blathering about? I'm simply saying Master has ascended to the realm of divine master beyond human. Don't you ever feel that? There are times when Master doesn't feel human? I wish I could say otherwise, but there have been many times when I thought the commander recovered unusually fast from his injuries. It's because I'm a clone. I'm not human. I was born in the test. I'm the son of Anderson. You're right. But surely it's better than taking ages to recover from injuries. I appreciate the compliment, I think. My beard. Why is it... What the heck is going on? I'm fucking talking, and my beard is getting in my mouth. No problem. Still, I don't think there will be any new weapons for you all. Darn, that's a bummer. Still, you getting one is better than nothing. While I agree that this sounds like a wonderful development, it does all feel rather sudden. That's true. Plus, we're talking about the MMR research lab. There are all sorts of unsavory rumors about that place. Should I check in with some other squads and see if they've heard anything? Yes, just in case. No matter was the one who got in touch with me, so everything should be fine. Fair point. It's not like Mana to lie about something. We owe Mana a lot for all her help so far, so I'll go. Understood. Master, if you encounter a solid weapon meant for us Nikkes while you're at it, could you? You idiot. What is the chance of that happening? Ignore her, Commander. Be careful, and if anything happens, call us. We'll be standing by, so you can contact us anytime. I feel like modern rappy. Oh, shit. She would... Oh, I hit my funny bone. She'd be like, no, I'm coming with you anywhere you go. I'm not I'm not letting anything happen to you. Y'all get some rest. I'll reach out if something happens. Alright. You'll be inside the Ark after all, so what could go wrong? Make sure to bring back a lot of good stuff, Commander. Safe travels. Take care, Master. Yeah, I'm already injured. I freaking ran my elbow through my desk. Okay, this is some BS right here. Look at this. Through like human lab. What happened? What happened to all the audio? It's all gone. For like 7 minutes, it's like disappears. Wait a minute. The audio is off from the video. This is when it went off. Look at. I look around in search of Mana, but she's nowhere to be seen. I think it went wrong, like further back here. Freaking ran my elbow through my desk. Maybe that's what messed it up. me hitting my elbow. Oh my god. So basically, I'm basically gonna have to go through the whole thing again. I'm gonna have to go through the whole thing again. All because is it because I hit my elbow on my desk? No. God damn it, this sucks. Ran my elbow through my desk. Which means this is all going away, and I'm going to go through the story again. Fuck! This sucks. God damn it. Let's go. Let's do this. Gotta read through this all again. This time I won't hit my elbow and mess up everything. But I basically have to go through the whole thing again. And oh my god. I enter the MMR research lab. Damn, it sucks because it's not going to be, nothing's going to be genuine anymore. I look around in search of Mana. It sucks because I already know what happens. But she's nowhere to be seen. Mana, where are you? There's no answer. Mana. Should I wait around for her? Number 7. Ether. Man, when I was recording yesterday, the ending, I'm gonna fancy meeting you here. What are you doing in these parts? Are you finally ready to hop on my examination table? I need to see Mana. Mana? Why? I was told the MMR is giving me a new weapon. Yeah, see, here the problem about this is that we learned that Ether is the one that set it up because Jen is the one that asked to see me. And Ether also wanted to see me, so she... it was an excuse. Really? This is the first time I heard of it. She's fucking lying. You don't know anything about it? Of course not. Fucking liar. That's how it is being an employee of MMR. I'm already overworked as it is with my own workload. That's lies. I'm your current work. So I'm in the dark as to what the other teams are up to. It's not like you know what the other commanders are up to either, right? Right. You see, look at the fucking face. This is how the world works. If it's not your personal job, you resign yourself to not knowing anything about it. I suppose that means you don't know where Mana is either. Actually, I think I do. You do? I believe I heard her that's right. I think it even bugged me the last time. Say something about going to the deep sector earlier. Because I think Jan could have set this whole thing up where she's like, you pretend to be Mana, call the commander here, and then we'll have Mana go down below, and then you tell the commander where to go. She's also mentioned that she'd be out of contact for a while, so if anything crops up, they'd have to handle it themselves. Again, though, I'm not 100% sure if that's the case. So she can't be reached right now? If she went to the deep sector... I just realized she has really... she's really thick thighs. Then no. Once you head inside, you're forbidden from communicating with anyone outside. And this is when I should have turned around. And even past me was like, no, turn around. Don't go. Even though I didn't even know. I didn't even notice. She has a straw sticking out of her little juice pack thing. But where the heck is she getting those liquids from? I don't understand. That goes even for researchers like myself. What a pain. What sort of plans do you and Mana have anyway? Did you arrange to meet at a specific time? No. That's not like Mana. She's giving you hints, bro. Maybe she thought she'd be back soon. Should I wait for her? Would you like to go meet her? In person? Yes. You're a busy man, so I presume you can't afford to stand around waiting too long. Could I go inside? What's the worst that could happen? Let's go. I'll take you there. Thanks? I picked the top one last time. You trust me? I thought you'd be suspicious that I was willing to show you the way personally. See, yeah, I picked the top one last time. And she's like, oh, you don't trust me? Should I be? Oh, no, of course not. Despite being as busy as I am, I'm generous enough to devote my precious time to helping you out. That's a lie. You're doing your job right now. You ought to be grateful. Alright then, lead the way. Let's go. Fucking lying piece of shit. That's why I don't like her. I follow Ether down the halls of the MMR research lab. The elevator is so far away. Can't they do something about this? So annoying having to walk this far every time. What was it called again, this place we're going to? The deep sector. It's also referred to as level E zone. But to keep things simple, we typically call it deep sector. Somewhat frustratingly, it's divided into two separate sections. That's how big it is. It's underground as well. Again, it's gonna be going through this again. I complained like, we're underground, everything's underground. Yes, deep underground. All the labs at MMR are subterranean, but the deep sector is particularly far down. You can only get there using a special elevator, which means we have to slope all the way over here every single time. It's such a pain. You said all the labs are underground. Don't you remember? You came to my lab last time because you caught something while on the surface. This is the thing I was wondering about. I haven't gone through her affection story, and I was debating like when this happened in the story. I think last time I said refresh my memory. I'm gonna go with this one. You have a good memory. Thank goodness. I was feeling too lazy to explain everything in detail. Anyway, you caught something like a cold, and I treated you at my lab, which is in fact underground. I realize how strange this all sounds. This arc is already underground, and now we're talking about more things under that. I make her sound like she has the nasal problem, and she can't breathe very well. Why didn't Bacillus build the labs above ground? Because this way, the test subjects won't be able to escape. Relax, that was a joke. The answer should be obvious. It's because what we do is highly secretive. That's the thing, though. I'm not sure if that's a joke or not, because in the end, they talk about it. That they they had some people who escaped. There's a reason why people always talk about secrets being buried underground. The MMR Research Lab is a prime example of that. All the secrets are sealed away very deep under the surface. Is that why you're forbidden from communicating with the outside while you're in there? Correct. That place is full of top secret stuff. You never know when or how a secret might leak. So any and all communication are restricted while inside the deep sector. That's why Mana is currently incommunicado. This place sounds awfully important. Is it alright for me to be going there? Sure, why not? Your reputation precedes you. You've encountered everything from pilgrims to heretics. Besides, it's not like you're going to be running around opening all the lab doors. It'll be fine. I still feel a bit uneasy. So you don't want to meet Mana? We don't have to if you don't want to. Don't worry, and just stay close to me. You'll get lost if you space out while in there. Oh, okay. I mean, it's kind of fun going through it again, because I'm able to talk a little bit better and do a little bit better voice acting. Here we are. This elevator will take us straight to the deep sector. Ether taps her access card on the elevator panel and presses a button. The elevator door loudly creaks open. Wait, loudly creaks open? Creaks open? You get in first. I step into the elevator. Next to the elevator door, there is a card slot. Oh, with button labeled Level D, Level E, Level P. You see that slot by the door? Could you insert this access card? Ether hands me an access card, and I insert it into the slot. The button for level D and E light up with a mechanical ding. The buttons lit up. Good. Looks like their approval hasn't expired yet. Come again? That's a guest pass. I got approved for a while back, which can be used in lieu of a research card. What made you do that ahead of time? It's a rough pain. Getting approval every individual time. I find it easier to get things approved whenever I can. I see. Alright. All you have to do is press level E, and you'll go down. Whenever you do, don't press level P, okay? You know what? That bugs me. It didn't go... There's nothing about level P in the story at all, even though it's mentioned which bugs me because it's like was it Schrodinger's gun? You know, like there's like a movie and there's two guys talking at like some table, and then the camera pans down and there's a bomb under the table, and then pans back up to the guys, and it's like, okay, so it showed that there's a bomb, which means it's gonna play in the plot, right? I'm sure you guys understand. That leads to the furthest recesses of the deep sector, and that's off limits even to someone of your caliber. Not to mention that card wouldn't give you access to the area anyway. You're not getting on? I can't. I'm too fat and, you know, I have these thick, juicy flies that I want to smother you in, but the card only works for one per person is the rule. You don't have another access card? I have a researcher's access card, and I haven't been approved at the moment, so I can't use it. It's like I told you earlier, the security here is incredibly stringent. Even researchers like me need to submit a formal request beforehand. It would take forever and a day for me to submit the paperwork and go through the process, so you go ahead on your own. Then why don't I stay and you go? You want me to go find mana myself? That's hardly convenient for me, you know. Fine, I'll go. Attaboy. That's more like it. What is it? Feeling sad that we have to part ways? Or are you nervous? Neither. Harsh. Still, you seem a bit more relaxed now. Buck up and head down to meet Mana. The door's closed. Have fun down there. What am I doing? So this is a deep sector. Glancing around, I see a windowless corridor. The entire place is utterly empty. I need to find mana, but how? I can't even look around. It's difficult to ascertain where the door is inside the corridor. The long and gray space isn't well lit. I scan the dim corridor, intently searching for mana. Ugh. A sudden burst of dizziness hits me out of the blue, along with a wave of nausea. First things first, I need to get moving. I start walking forward. It's because I remember this place. That's why. Soon after walking for a long time, there's still no sign of mana. You know, the thing is that makes me wonder. I know, jumping ahead a little bit, but if I'm this precious test subject, why would they send me with Marion? Unless that was all just a mistake. Why would they risk me this much if I'm so valuable? What if things didn't work out with Rappy and Anise the first time around? You know? What are they going to do then? Just, you know, clone me again, I guess. For that matter, I haven't seen a single researcher around at all. The dizziness and nausea are growing worse by the second. Maybe I should sit down for a bit. Thud. I sink down to the floor and curl up. Do communications not work here either? Mana, where are you? No response. I'm in the deep sector right now. No response. Guess not. I lean my head against the wall and stare at the ceiling. I can't keep going on like this. I pull out the access card Ether gave me and stare at it. I need to figure out some way to make contact with Mana. I stand back up. And just as I'm about to head back to the elevator... Should I give her a better voice line? No, I have my... Commander? Mana? What are you doing? I finally found you! You were looking for me? Why would you do that? More importantly, how'd you get in here? Ether gave me an access card. She did. I pull out the access card and show it to Mana. That's just a guest pass. Why isn't Ether with you? She said she couldn't come because she had to get separate authorization. Huh? If she couldn't come with you, why did you come here on your own? You asked me to. I did. You contacted me and said the MMR had prepared a new weapon for me. I did? Mana? Did you not send me a blah message earlier today? No. I've been here in the deep sector since yesterday, and I'm scheduled to be here until tomorrow morning. But I received a message from you this morning. Could you show me that message? Hold on. I showed Mana the message I received earlier. It's definitely been set for my profile, but I never sent this. Not only that, the MMR doesn't produce new weapons for commanders in the first place. Huh? I've never heard of such a project. Then how could I have gotten this message? Well, I can't say for sure, but it seems that someone wanted to lure you to the MMR. Given that you used... why am I smiling? I'm just thinking of the person that did it. Given that they used my name to mislead you, I highly doubt that their intentions were noble. I'm not following. Commander, what kind of place do you think the MMR is? I think I picked the bottom one last time. Let's go top one. That's right. Everything from Nikke's bodies to the Ark's basic infrastructure. I should have read it. MMR handles every aspect of the technology present in the Ark. That's why everyone who comes here first has to be granted authorization in the form of an access card. Here in the deep sector, where we are now, security is particularly tight. In other words, I entered without proper authorization. Not necessary. You do have an access card after all. However, you were to encounter any other researchers, and then they wanted to know your reason for being here, you might be in a bit of a bind. Do you think that's why they wanted whoever was that brought me here? There's no way we can know for certain. One thing that is certain, however, is that staying here for too long will be dangerous for you. Okay, let's head out then. Alright, I'll lead the way. Manor hurriedly leads me towards the access elevator. See? This was what I thought was hurriedly. It's because she cares. However, I tap the access card against the outside of the elevator panel. I try again. Error code 4012. It's not working. I think the card's expired. That means you can't leave. I'm trapped down there. So I'm trapped? Yes. The code you just saw appears when an expired access card is used. Can't you open it with your card? I'm scheduled to be here until tomorrow morning. It's nearly impossible to alter the time period which you've been approved. Unless there are truly exceptional circumstances. I'm in exceptional circumstances. Miss Ellis even keeps researchers on a short lease, huh? Yes, they do. Researchers must obtain approval to enter the deep sector and must adhere precisely to the authorized time frame. Oh, yeah, I was just thinking when I'll talk about it when we reach the part. Those are the rules. Why is it so inflexible? For a very simple reason. This place contains many secrets. Miss Ellis doesn't give free rein to anyone who works down here. Not even the researchers? No. The company trusts no one. That's probably the reason why they prefer Nikke researchers whenever possible. There we go. Hold on. Are you telling me that the researchers here are intentionally compromised entirely of Nikke's? Because the thing was, I didn't know. I knew Ether was a Nikke because, I mean, you can get her as a Nikke. But I didn't know Mana was a Nikke until this event. I always thought that she was just she's just a a high up researcher. Because she seems to be like everywhere and everything. I was like, she must be a very important person in the arc. Well, at least under Miss Silas. Not all of them, but most. Do you know that Ether and I are both Nikkes? I'm going to say yes, because last time I don't know. You have a good memory. That's right. Ether and I are Nikkes. In addition to being researchers at MMR, we're also members of the MMR squad. The thing is, the dialogue hardly changes at all. When humanity migrated to the Ark, do you know what non-combat Nikkes were initially created for? Preserving technology and art. To ensure that humanity's knowledge and creativity wouldn't vanish underground. It was embedded into the Nikkes themselves. I'm not sure I follow. How exactly did they transpose technology and art into Nikkes? By transforming exceptional gifted artists and engineers into Nikkes. This way, their skill and knowledge could survive without the human limitation of time. What? Scientists were no different. Nikkes were considered a premium storage device of sorts for scientific knowledge, and so many scientists were turned into Nikkes as well. The thing is, I didn't talk about this last time, but I mean that's why Red Shoes and Abe were turned into Nikkes. Red Shoes wanted to continue her research, which obviously we know that her research was bad, and she is a bad scientist. And Abe was just turned into a generic standard Nikke. But look at her now. Now she's a muscle mommy. That's not the only advantages that Nikkes have. It's difficult to hide secrets inside a Nikke's brain. Since humanity moved to the Ark, I don't like the government. Eventually, they're gonna have some technology that can be able to scan your brain, and they're gonna identify something in your brain that makes you, like, oh, this person's a bad person. You're gonna have to dispose of them. That's gonna happen in the future. I just know it. You just wait. They're already trying to, have surveillance on us 24/7. I mean, hell, we got freaking phones. They're so close. Brain scanning technology has improved by leaps and bounds, and less extreme measures like neural shielding or black boxing are employed. Most Nikkes are incapable of concealing any information from humans. That explains it. That's not the only reason. It's easy to store information in Nikkes, and it's difficult for them to hide anything. That's why the majority of MMR researchers are Nikkes. The other thing is, all this is like lore information on the game, so I mean, it's a good thing I'm going back through it. This is what we care about. We thirst for the lore. The lore. Of course, not everyone was forced into it. Some volunteered to become Nikkes, hoping to complete their research without being limited by human lifespans. Red Shoes. Abe. I see. I've gotten sidetracked. To summarize, Miss Silas doesn't even trust its own researchers. Therefore, curtailing the time period for which I was authorized would be difficult. I got it. Thank you for understanding. We spent too much time talking. It's not prudent to stay here long. Let's look for another lab where we might get a signal. Okay, let's get moving. Let's move. Moving. Deja vu. I'd been in this space before. Amanda and I began to searching for a type of communication within the deep sector. Commander, would you come here? There's an elevator here too? Of course, the deep sector is a vast place. It would be difficult working with only one operating elevator. I believe there should be an emergency contact device inside the elevator. Amanda fiddles with the control panel of the elevator. Nothing. It seems the rumors were unfounded. Let's go somewhere else. Research for another elevator. As we enter a dust-filled room, we see a sacred altar of some kind. What's this? A prayer room. A prayer room? Yes, a space for religious worship. What's a place like this doing here? Supposedly this is like big information, but I don't know. Unfortunately, I don't know anything about any of the religious groups in this game. The organization which preceded MMR was a religious ties, so they created this space. See, I don't remember who they are. I probably if I go back to my recordings, it'll probably pop up and be like, oh, those people. It's rarely used now, though. That might explain the dust. Amanda begins to inspect the prayer room. Nothing here either. Let's keep moving. Alright. While we leave the prayer room, there should be an emergency... I don't know if I said while we leave the prayer... There should be an emergency communication device hidden here somewhere. Just a moment. Amanda starts to press on various points of the wall. Nothing. It's either already been discovered, or some more unfounded rumors. I always find it interesting of rumors. People are like, hey, if you ever need to get out, somebody told me that there's a hidden phone somewhere. We also try to look for a purported hidden communication device in the corridor. Soon after. Not a thing. Nope. Every possible way of contacting the outside is blocked. It seems so. This is the first time I've gotten definitive confirmation of that. Feeling slightly dizzy, I lean against the wall. Are you alright, Commander? Come to think of it, you've looked a bit pale for a while now. Is something wrong? I was just a little tired is all. Don't worry about me. Right now, we need to look for a way out. That's true, but... Should I ask another lab? What is it? There's one place we haven't checked yet. If they haven't removed all the equipment, there might still be a communication device there. Let's go. Follow me. Come in. Okay. I follow Mana. Inside an empty lab. Ugh. A sharp pain shoots through my head. Ugh! The nausea is even more intense than before. While trying to ignore the splitting migraine, I would again look ahead. A small tank stands before us in the otherwise empty lab, as if an experiment had been halted midway. For some reason, I'm getting a sense of deja vu. The tank, filled with a liquid of some kind, seems like it once held something else inside it. Controlling my breathing, I turn my gaze to the space behind the tank. There's an empty desk. Similar to the tank, it feels like there was once a plethora of materials on it, which are now gone. Mana! Yes? What is this place? A lab that has fallen into disuse. Someone I knew used to work here. Knowing her, she may have left behind a communication device to contact the upper levels. Yeah? You know her? The two of us lock eyes. Huh? Commander, are you okay? You look worse than before. Are you sure it's just exhaustion? I think last time I just told her I don't feel good. I'm gonna go with I'm fine. Don't lie to me. You're sweating bullets. Be honest with me. Okay, fine. I actually don't feel so good. When did it start? Since I entered the deep sector. That was a long time ago. Why didn't you tell me earlier? I'm sorry. I was able to manage it for a while. But my head has gotten unbearable since we got into this room. This particular lab, you mean? Yeah. I'm also getting a feeling of deja vu for some reason. Deja vu? Here? Throb. Honestly, maybe I do. Maybe I don't. My head is killing me. I can barely think straight. Rest here for a moment. I'll look for a communication device myself. Alright. Mana quickly runs inside the lab. I sit on the edge of the mirror desk and attempt to mitigate the headache. I sit down, my fingers brush against the tablet. What's this? I press the power button. The screen actually turns on. Project AD. So what is Project AD? Anyway, that's all it says. Boop. Just as quickly as it turned on, the screen abruptly turns off. Project AD. Ugh. Ugh. The headache intensifies. Ugh. Enhancing the human body through technological advancement. A new purpose. Ugh. Ugh. The pain becomes unbearable, and everything goes black. My body feels like it weighs a ton. My arms and legs refuse to move. I feel stifled. I attempt to move the tip of my fingers. Subject is moving. I can hear a familiar voice. Another familiar voice can be heard. Is he one of the... I already forgot which one's which. Is he one of the subjects for the project? Yes. I open my lips with a crack. Ether, will you have the results for the subject soon? Most likely. The deadline is approaching. Meta looks in my direction. Do you think it will succeed this time? Ether then glances toward me. Not sure. None of the past cases have been successful. If this one fails too, the project might be terminated, won't it? For some reason, for someone who isn't part of the project, you remember an awful lot. Thanks to my new and improved body, I remember everything. Haha, fair point. That's interesting though. So, whenever they're messing with me is when, around the same time that Mana got her, or I'm assuming that she became a Nikke. Since becoming Nikkes, neither of us has forgotten anything important. Don't look so grim. This is just a hunch, but I feel like this attempt will be a success. A hunch? That's rather unscientific of you to say. Achieving success in your research doesn't always depend on science alone. It's just hope on my end. I've gotten far more invested in this than I thought I would. My only hope is... Mira reaches her hand out towards me. That we don't have to terminate. See? Commander? What is this place? Commander! Mana? Are you feeling okay? Oh, of course I'm fine. The moment I try to sit up. A searing migraine. Are you okay, Commander? My head. Take a deep breath. I follow Mana's advice. Now slowly exhale. I exhale slowly. After repeating this several times, my head feels slightly less painful. Are you feeling better now? The other thing is, it's basically the same as what happened at the beginning. Yeah, thanks. I was looking at her with this freaking... What do you expect? This is Nikke. Of course they're gonna... Where am I? The MMR research lab. Don't you remember? What am I doing here? I can't remember a thing. Perhaps my headache has something to do with it. I close my eyes and sit through my thoughts. Are you feeling calmer now? As I listen to Mana's voice, I recall everything that's happened so far. I had some sort of dream. Sorry. Like the last time I went with the bottom one, there were bubbles. Bubbles? Did you dream about drowning? I was underwater and you and Ether were above me, staring down. Sorry? You also mentioned some kind of project. That wasn't that wasn't much different. Ugh. The headache is debilitating. Commander, I think it'd be good for you to stop thinking so much. Get some rest, then try move around. You're sweating like crazy. Why don't you try getting up first? The floor is too cold. It'd be best to move somewhere warmer. Let me help you. Clench. I grab a hold of Mana's arm. I have something to ask. Yes? Have we met before? Yes. What do you mean? I don't understand. I don't think I was dreaming. That can't be. How can a dream be real? Hey, sometimes you see old memories. Dude, okay. So, like a few days ago, I had a memory pop back in my head when I was trying to sleep. Since I've been drawing recently, I remember back when I was in elementary school, I used to draw little knight figures. And I was like all of a sudden popped back in my head and I was like, "Oh my god, I remember drawing those." I'd like draw them with colored pencils, and then I'd cut them out, and I'd even like draw little swords for them like to hold on to. And I'm like, "Holy shit. I remember that." I was like, "I remember doing that." But it was like it was a long time ago. I was like, "Damn, man." But it's like a blurry memory. And I can only remember like a little bit of it. So yes, dreams can be real. The things I heard, they were too vivid. You probably feel that way since you're unwell. Mana appears over the ear to wrap up the conversation. She seems to be hiding something. What could it be? Well, no shit. First off, let's get out of here. The headache and dizziness I experienced immediately after arriving in the deep sector. The strange familiarity of these surroundings. The dream with mana and ether. The feeling of being underwater, unable to move. The project they mentioned. That would be terminated if I failed. It would be best to head outside before trying to process all of this. Okay. As I stand up to follow mana. My fingertips bump into the tablet. I saw something on the tablet before I collapsed. What was it? Why don't you rest in the prayer room? I'll search on my own for some way to reach the outside. I look around again. Before me is the tank filled with liquid. Big enough to fit a person. The familiarity of the lab. The dream of being submerged in the tank. The words written on the tablet. Project AD. What does AD stand for? Project After Death? Don't you ever feel that there are times Master doesn't feel human? I wish I could say otherwise, but there have been times when I thought the commander recovered unusually fast from injuries. You're right. But surely this is better than taking ages to recover from injuries. Commander, is something wrong? There was a project conducted in this lab, wasn't there? There was, but why? Did the project succeed? Sorry. What was the name of the project? Was it Project AD? Huh. How do you know that name? It was a project to enhance the human body, right? If that's the case, then there are some things that come to mind. When I think about it, there are many things about me that seem odd. I've created full the armed Nikke on my own before. You know what, I went through this before. I did bring up like all the different times. Come on, I suplexed Crow. I've carried hell. If funny, well, you'll see when I'm in the main story because I recorded like some of the main story stuff after this, and I actually it's funny because Mana was there too. So basically, everyone got knocked out by Behemoth, and I had to carry all of them to safety. And Mana was actually in the communication. He's like, "Are you sure you can carry them all?" And he's like, and I'm just like, "Watch me." And I pick up Rappy. I mean, Grave did end up helping me. She got up first. And fired anti-ship rifles meant for Nikke's despite having an injured leg. Yes. No ordinary human could lift that much weight. Well, you might simply be stronger than most. There's more to it than that. Whenever I'm injured, I heal abnormally fast. Maybe you just have a faster recovery rate than normal. No, it's nearly superhuman. During operations, I've sustained all manner of injuries. From minor scuffs to being impaled to the stomach. I've taken bullet holes. Despite sustaining what should be fatal injuries, I've always survived. In fact, the amount of time I require to heal has steadily increased over time. I see. No one with any sense could call that normal. You're right. It's certainly unusual. But it's not out of the realm of possibility for there to be someone in this world naturally born with exceptional strength or healing abilities. Things are only strange if you think they are. If you view things as normal, then they're not so strange anymore. So don't think of it as anything unusual. I recognize this place. Sorry. Don't you find that odd? That I'm somehow familiar with the inner recesses of MMR despite purportedly having never been here? Or am I just overthinking that as well? You know, when is she coming in? I can't remember when she comes in. I'm sorry. You can ask me all these questions you want, but I can't answer any of them. Not even one? No. I can't tell you anything. So, please stop. Then answer me just this one thing, and I'll stop. Yes. Am I human? That... There we go. Thump. A hand shoots out from behind Mana and covers her mouth. Shh. That's enough questions. I'm gonna record. What waste am I gonna give her this time? That was too close for comfort, Mana. You nearly let the cat out of the bag. You should know better than that. You know as well as I do that there are dark forces deep in the Ark. God damn it. Don't give me that look. They're watching us. Always and everywhere. If you catch their attention, you're in for a world of hurt. Those of us residing in the abyss. I almost said reading. should be especially careful. Isn't that right? Yes. I know that. Dark forces. Thank you for stopping me. No need to thank me. If you want to repay me, you can help me the next time I do something good. Got it? Yes. Such a sweet girl. Now then, I assume this young man is a celebrated number 7 I heard so much about. My goodness. He looks even more handsome in person. You've grown up splendidly. Who are you? Me? Goodness gracious. Would you look at me? I didn't introduce myself. The perils of old age. Well, I mean, technically all the CAOs are like over 80. But I don't know how old she is exactly. I'm assuming she's Suyin's half-sister, but I don't know if it's her older sister or if she's younger. I'm assuming... I am just assuming she's older. MGN, the pleasure's all mine. I believe this is our first time meeting, yes. I think I went with the bottom one before. I think so. I heard you've been helping my sister out quite a lot. That must have been tough for you. Sister? Are you related to Suyin? Half-sister would be more correct. But what am I saying? We're working here. As such, I should instead say that I'm an employee working under the esteemed President Missillis. I'll make it simple for you. Just think of me as one of the researchers at MMR. Half-sister, you say? Oh, it seems you're partial to the appellation. I'm trying to remember if I said that last time. I suppose it makes sense after all. Many of the most riveting stories concern themselves with love triangles. Incorporating Missillis into a tale of romantic entanglements is surely the most entertaining option, no? What are these dark forces in the Ark you keep in? I wanna learn about your lore. You keep mentioning. Wow, cutting straight to the chase. I see you're not one for formalities. Are you talking about Enoch? Or Enoch? So harsh. How could I ever impugn our good friend Enoch in such a way?
when she works tirelessly on humanity's behalf. The dark forces that I speak of is the Ark itself. The very thing that feeds, shelters, and protects us.
What? The central government.
The government. It's always the government.
Never trust the government. You didn't hear that from me.
That's all you need to know for now. It'd be dangerous for you to know any more than that. You hardly want to spend your existence trapped underground, do you? You're still young, and you must have a lot you still want to do. You should be running freely above ground.
Jan, was it?
That's right.
Why are you calling me number 7?
That's because you are. Oh boy, I nearly spilled the beans. You're quite mesmerizing, you know. The more we talk, the more I want to tell you everything. Is this why all the Nikkes are so obsessed with you? Perhaps it's because you're so handsome? Or perhaps because you're number 7.
What are you talking about?
Jian.
That's enough.
Alright, I'll stop teasing him. Anyway, I simply dropped by to give a short introduction. Here you are.
Jane hands over an access card. Is
That's right, it's an access card. Since you're finished with your business here, it's time for you to leave.
Why do you have this?
I'm not entirely bereft of a conscience, you know. Since I'm the one who brought you here, I should be the one to get you out.
Yep. You mean you?
Yes, I'm the one who made the oh so handsome number 7 come here.
What? So was you? Why? That's right. I didn't get a full. I didn't get a full body of her. Well, I mean, it's the best full body I can get.
I wanted to see you. I have a lot of interest in you for many reasons. Suen and all the other Nikkes have gone to see you, and I was upset that I hadn't had the privilege of seeing you in person.
So you know what I'm assuming? I'm assuming she's probably the older sister, because I mean she knows about me, about like, obviously she knows about the scientific stuff that has happened to me. Suyen either doesn't give a shit, or she doesn't know at all. Which I'm gonna go with she doesn't know at all, because if she knew something about me being, you know, a test subject or a clone, I'm sure she'd probably spill the beans on it to get back at me for shit. Realistically. Or maybe it could be that she treats me like shit because she knows that I'm just this worthless clone. Like she treats all other Nikkes that she doesn't like.
And I was upset that I had the privilege of seeing you in person. With my current situation, I am in no position of going outside and attracting unwanted attention. So I thought it would be good if you came to me instead.
Why didn't you just speak to me plainly, invite me?
Oh, come now. You could have never come here alone.
I will say, man, I'm kind of smitten with her. She's way hotter than Suyen. I mean, come on.
You would have arrived surrounded by your precious Nikkes, weapons in hand. It would have been liable to cause a scene. And I certainly don't want that. Don't be upset. That access card will ensure you leave this place unharmed. And besides, even though you felt a little dizzy and had a nasty headache, it's not like you're leaving empty-handed.
Or empty-headed. Jan leans closer and whispers to my ear.
You learned a little more about the Ark and yourself.
Jan steps back.
Now then, Mana.
Jan hands over another access card to Mana.
Could you please use this card to escort the ever-so-dashing number 7 out safely? He seems rather shaken up by today's events, so be sure to calm him down before he leaves.
Yes, understood.
I had fun today, number 7. See you around.
Jan walks off. I hope I see her around.
I would get revenge against Suyen on her. I'll make Suyen jealous.
Let's get out of here, Commander. Okay. This should be the end. The sound of tapping can be heard, and the bitter aroma of coffee lingers in the air. I can detect the pattering of water droplets as well. Hold on. What is this? I look around to see a neatly organized lab and an IV drip connected to one of my arms. An IV drip? You're awake. How are you feeling? Oh, why am I? Shortly after taking the elevator up to the level D, you collapsed. A quick examination was conducted. The results showed excessive stress and fatigue, leading to severe exhaustion. In short, you were tired. I see. Thank you. For what? For bringing me here and treating me. I gently lift my arms over the IV needle. You collapsed right in front of me. It's only natural that I attend to you. Besides, I'm a big part of why you're in this state. I'm sorry. Pardon? I kept pressing you with questions that you couldn't answer and put you in a difficult spot. And for that, I'm sorry. Your questions were entirely reasonable. Anyone would react that way. When doubt is being cast on their very identity. Thanks for understanding. Commander, I can't answer any of the questions you asked. Everywhere is a fountain of knowledge, yet it also holds many secrets. Like all governments do. One of the cardinal rules is to never share those secrets. I understand. But when I say this oh my god. But what I can say is this. Regardless of your identity, or what secrets you carry, the reason you've earned the trust and love of so many Nikkes, including me, has nothing to do with how you were created. Instead, it has everything to do with how you've lived. Mana. That above all is your true identity. Commander. Just call me Dirt. So don't fret anymore and rest up. In the meantime, I'll protect you. Not as a researcher with any ulterior motives, but simply as a Nikke. Thanks. I'll try and get some sleep then. Good night, Commander. Too bad she hasn't said anything in the main story. I close my eyes. Everything is still enshrouded with questions. But at least for now, in this moment, I feel like I can sleep peacefully. Yeah, restricted information. That's the last one, and I already did that. Okay, so hopefully this recording did not glitch out on me. I mean, I didn't bang my elbow or anything, so. Because what happened was I banged my elbow, and so it messed up. I recorded this in like 2 parts. But now this has been recorded in like 3. Well, I mean, it was going to be 3 parts anyways. And so I hit my elbow at the beginning of the first recording. And so, like, a little bit into it, it started glitching out. And then I recorded the second part, and that was also glitched out. So I was like, ugh. So I had to record the whole thing again. It's taken an hour to record. But I'll probably edit this down. I mean, it probably will be an hour long. Because I'm going to add in the... I don't even know why I'm saying this. It's at the end. You'll see. Whatever. I'm going on the next part. I'll catch you guys at the ending. When I go through the ending. Okay, let's finish this since they finally released the final thing. Oh, I have to do the reading myself? I should have checked this. Oh wait, no, duh. How come I forgot that I do the reading myself? I'm so stupid, though. I'm sorry. Maybe it's because I've been playing through the main story. Mana. Yes. I wanted to speak to you about number 7's examination. I don't know what you're talking about. Yes, you do. The examination you conducted when he collapsed shortly before returning to level D. How do you know what I'm talking about? Yes. Show me the results. I can't. Why not? I promised the commander that he could rest and I would tend to him without any ulterior motives. I can't hand over the results. If I do that, All the tender care I gave him will be tainted and end up becoming cold, hard research data. Come now, don't be so hard on me. I have no intention of using your findings as research material. You know she wants to. I don't believe you. Honest, I won't. You really are gonna refuse, aren't you? My goodness, it seems you've gotten quite close to number 7. A promise is a promise. Fine, okay. Then at least tell me one thing about number 7's condition. How big is his dick? I already told you I can't. If you grant me this request, I'll let you ask me one thing in return. No strings attached. Anything you want. Don't you think that's a fine compromise on my part? Let me hear your question first. Very well. Then, is number 7... these are the details I must know. Is he... How's the girth? The length? Does he have nice abs? The muscles on his arms? Or how flexible is he? Sorry? Is he in good health? Is he suffering from any illness, injuries, or is in any other way unwell? Yo, I need to go. I have to go through Ether's affection story to see. All his metrics were normal. His collapse was stress-induced. All the tension from that day was more than he could hear. Or bear. Bear here. Oh. That's good. Is that all you wanted to ask? Yes. As long as number 7 is healthy, that's all that matters. I freaking... I don't trust her. Ether, why did you make the commander come to the MMR's deep sector? Me? That was Jen's doing. Jen must have been the one who suggested it to you. But you were the one who set up the false account and sent that message to Commander, posing as me. How did you know? You left a few breadcrumbs here and there. Almost as if you wanted me to notice. You're quite smart. Why did you do that? Is that the question you wish to ask me? Yes. Well, number 7 has gotten a hold over you. How? What did I do? And MMR researchers suppressing their thirst for knowledge. Thirst for knowledge. Wait, why did I kind of sounded like Snape for a second. Your thirst for knowledge, Mr. Potter. Instead of asking a question for someone else's sake. Dang it. I don't know why I really want to speak like Snape now. At any rate, number 7 has been coming back with rather grievous injuries, particularly concerning his stomach. I wanted to get him on the examination table for a proper health check, but he is rather wary of me. I wonder why. I wonder why this freaking this woman, she wants my body. I don't trust her. He would never agree to such a proposal. So I was thinking of a way to get him here. And that's when Jane happened to contact me. She said she wanted to see number 7 for herself. And asked me to bring him here. Jin? If someone higher up gives you an order, what's an employee like me to do? If she wants me to summon him, then summon him. I must. I happen to want to see him too, so I thought it would work out nicely. I didn't expect him to have such a hard time. When the commander collapsed while still in deep sector, he said he had a dream. He said that you and I were observing him while he was suspended in a tank, and he heard discussions about the project and its success or failure. Really? He dreamt about the past? Interesting. Ether, are you trying to reveal the truth to the commander? I don't have any plans to, no. Then why did you call him number 7? What about it? You could attract their attention. You know as well as I do that they don't want the world to know that this project ever existed. That's why they've kept it a secret even from deputy commanders and the 3 CEOs. They've carried everything out in complete secrecy within the darkest recesses of MMR, with approval coming out only from them and the Supreme Commander. Supreme Commander. I saw this trending on Twitter, the Supreme Commander stuff. Good RTS. I know all about this. Then why? Because that's who he is. He's number 7. Not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. He is not a failure, nor an escapee, but the sole successful creation. With such precious title, how could I call him by any other name? Still, that's too dangerous. They likely understand the affection I have for the term, which is why they're letting me get away with it. They've got eyes and ears everywhere in the Ark, so there's no way they aren't aware of me calling him that. If there was going to be trouble, it would have happened already. Don't worry too much. I'm a professional. I know how to walk the line. Okay, fine. Do as you wish. I will. But if you aren't trying to reveal the truth, then it couldn't have been you who left the tablet. Tablet? Never mind. All this talk makes me want to see number 7 again. I understand that you miss him, but please refrain from summoning the commander to the deep sector again. Doing that may put him in a serious danger. We'll see. Wisdom Spring. End. Who put the tablet there? Was it GN? We know GN also wants me. They all want me. I don't know why. It's annoying. It's interesting though. They've mentioned escapees. I wonder. So there's a clone that has escaped before, which is interesting. Future story where the commander comes up against evil commander. Oh, that'd be funny. He escaped to the Raptures, and now the Raptures have. Oh man. Oh well. Still don't know very much. Do know that the commander is definitely grown in a lab, probably a clone of Anderson. So that's all we know. That's all we know.